Good evening and welcome to Republic TV. It's good news and a big day for India as India becomes a superpower today. We compete and become a nuclear triad with INS Arihant's historic victory today. A superpower is what India is. First up, viewers, a look at our top headlines. And also the fast news that's coming your way today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that INS Arihant, which is India's nuclear submarine, has successfully completed its first deterrence patrol. Prime Minister Modi took to Twitter to announce the news and also congratulated everyone who's involved. With the successful deterrence patrol of INS Arihant, India has now completed the nuclear triad. After boasting of a strong nuclear arsenal in land and air, India now has a weapon in the seas. In his congratulatory tweet for INS Arihant that completed its deterrence patrol today, Prime Minister Modi, in a veiled attack to China and Pakistan, also mentioned the success of this as a befitting reply to those who indulge in nuclear blackmail. While congratulating the INS Arihant crew, Prime Minister Modi said India's completion of nuclear triad is an important pillar for global peace and security. Defence Minister NIRMALA has also congratulated the Indian Armed Forces and to all those who were involved in making INS Arihant's building a success. She thanked Prime Minister Modi for his guidance and leadership for the project. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has also tweeted on the success of INS Arihant's deterrence patrol. Jaitley, in a series of 2 tweets, has also said it's a great day of pride for 130 crore Indians. India has become the 5th nation to join the Nuclear Triad League after INS Arihant successfully completed its deterrence patrol, France, Russia, China and United States being the other 4. Other news now, the Central Information Commission has sent a notice to RBI Governor to make a willful defaulters list for dishonouring Supreme Court judgment. They've asked to make the list of willful defaulters public. The list that has been asked to be revealed by the CIC will reveal a lot of high-profile willful defaulters. The list will also reveal the name of political connections and businessmen with debts of over 50 crore rupees. The CIC has asked the Prime Minister's office, the Finance Ministry and the RBI to make former RBI Governor Rajan's letter public. And other news now, yet another Congress leader concerns and questions the construction of Mandir in Ayodhya. This time it's Digvijay Singh who says the land is disputed and the people want it to be a temple. They must wait for the Supreme Court order. Moving to other news now, the Sabarimala temple doors were reopened this evening. They will stay open for 2 days. The reopening of the temple doors came just weeks after violent protests erupted after the Supreme Court verdict that lifted the age-old restriction on women entering the temple. With doors of Sabarimala opening for 24 hours from 5 p.m. today, the Kerala High Court has issued a directive to the state asking them to not block devotees and media people from approaching the temple. They've also ordered a departmental inquiry against policemen who earlier got into a fight with devotees. Kerala Police has imposed Section 144 in Sabarimala, which prohibits gathering of more than 4 people in public places. The section was imposed on Saturday night to avoid unwanted incidents. A senior police official prevented the media to speak to the chief priest, Kandaru Rajivaru, at Sannidhanam. Rajivaru was the priest who had threatened to shut down the shrine if women below 50 years entered the shrine. The officer cited the reason was because of prohibitory restrictions. To ensure the safe passage of women into Sabarimala temple, which reopened this evening, it was the Kerala police that deployed a group of women police personnel, and the women police personnel are all above the age of 50 years. Even after the Sabarimala shrine opened today, no women entered the temple, unfortunately. Even after Supreme Court issued a verdict, women entered. Patriarchy blocked women from entering it the second time. Interesting news coming also, viewers. Pune police has filed an affidavit before the commission against the BHIMA KOREGAON violence. They've now took place because of the Aligarh Parishad where inflammatory speeches were given out. Pune police in their affidavit have named Jignesh Mevani among the people who was involved in giving speeches at the Aligarh Parishad. Sudhir Dhawale, Umar Khalid and members of the Kabir Kala Manch are also named. Other news trickling in. Akali Dal leader Manjinder Singh SEERS has filed a complaint against Shah Rukh Khan for wearing the Gatra Kirpan in the trailer of his film Zero. The complaint reads, Gatra Kirpan can be only worn by a devoted Sikh. Other news, the day after Congress's Mallikarjun Kharge compared Prime Minister Modi to Adolf Hitler, Congress MP Abhishek Manu Singhvi is back to the remarks saying if they see that RSS book, they will also see the name of Adolf Hitler. A day after Saints clearly stated they will no more have talks or compromises and demand to make laws or bring ordinance and announced mega conventions at 3 cities on the Ayodhya Ram Mandir issue, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister has extended a Diwali invitation to all the SEERS and promised that all the work will be completed on time. Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh SHIVRAJ has also hit out at the comments that were made by Raj Babbar, Congress leader, where he termed Maoists as revolutionaries. SHIVRAJ has said these statements should not be taken seriously. He stated that when the Congress president makes absurd statements, then the other leaders too will be like that. Delhi woke up, viewers, to a thick blanket of smog in the morning amidst warnings by weather officials. The pollution was at a hazardous level after touching 644. Abhishek Manu Singhvi blames the Aam Aadmi Party and the central government for the increasing pollution in the capital. Delhi of late, remember, has been engulfed under heavy pollution and smog. A fire broke out at chemical factory in Thane. As per reports, one fire engine and one vehicle were also immediately rushed to the spot. After a big search exercise that saw the deployment of more than 50 forest guards, a leopard that entered the Gujarat Secretariat in Gandhinagar in the early hours today was finally captured by officials from adjacent to the campus this evening. The leopard was tranquilized and taken in by a tranquil in a trolley by the forest guards. As the killing of Tigress Avni created a nationwide uproar, Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has ordered a probe into the matter. He says that any procedural lapse will be looked into. He claims, according to the report submitted, that Tigress was shot only after she tried attacking the forest staff who was tranquilizing her. The former head of the CBFC has moved the Bombay High Court against the board for ordering multiple cuts in his forthcoming production Rangila Raja. It's ironic, featuring Govinda. Nihilani has accused the CBFC chief Prasoon Joshi of meting out unfair treatment to him, claiming Joshi's associates are let off easier. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister SHIVRAJ has filed his nomination from his home constituency of Sihor district for the assembly elections that are scheduled on November 28th. He's also visited his native village Jaithpur and performed a puja there before filing his nomination. Prime Minister has revealed that he will be spending Diwali at the KEDARNATH shrine in Uttarakhand. Other news now, I beg your pardon. A fire broke out at an 8-story building at the crowded Park Street area in central Kolkata this morning. 10 fire trucks were rushed to the site to douse the blaze. The building houses several corporate offices. News from Mizoram. In a major blow to the Congress ahead of the state elections, a senior Congress leader has quit the party, joining the rival BJP. Hippie was also, Hippie was also the Mizoram Legislative Assembly Speaker. The Uttar Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya making bold statements said the BJP stands by all Ram Bhakts and they demand for an ordinance. He further added that he can guarantee no other monument will be built in the name of the Mughal Emperor Babur. Amid strong opposition from the BJP in Karnataka, the state government has decided to go ahead with TIPU Jayanti celebration. The Deputy Chief Minister has also added all the processions, will be it for against the celebration of TIPU Jayanti, has been banned. The Minister for External Affairs Sushma Swaraj has said and met with the South Korean First Lady Kim Jong-suk today in the national capital. The First Lady was invited to be chief guest at Diputsav in Ayodhya by Prime Minister Modi. The BJP youth wing demonstrated against the Naveen Patnaik government in Odisha, protesting against the state government's failure in providing employment opportunities to the youth of the state. A day after the chaotic inauguration of the Signature Brigade in Delhi, where BJP's Delhi chief Manoj Tiwari was allegedly pushed off the stage by the AAP MLA, Tiwari claims that this was in fact a conspiracy to take his life. Miffed with the two-seat offer from the BJP, the RLSP chief Upendra Kushwaha hits out at the Bihar chief minister, raking up the old DNA jibe, saying Bihar still awaits the chief minister's DNA report. The attack raises questions over Kushwaha's allegiance to the NDA. Sources reveal that RSLP chief Upendra Kushwaha has sought an appointment with the BJP president Amit Shah to discuss the sheet share plan ahead of the elections. However, no meeting has been fixed so far. Kushwaha has openly shown his disapproval in the two-seat offer from the BJP.
भगवान राम के अयोध्या आगमन के उत्सव में शामिल हों, सारे कार्य यथा समय पूरे होंगे। आप सबको दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं।
A news from around the world now. Iran's President Hassan Rouhani has also vowed to break swinging sanctions that reimposed by the US targeting core parts of the economy. The Trump administration is resorting all sanctions lifted on the 2015 nuclear deal in a bid to put pressure on Iran. It will hit oil exports, shipping and banks and make it difficult to do business with the oil-rich nation. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Cuba's President Miguel Diaz-Canel met in the Pyongyang, hoping to lessen US economic sanctions, and have agreed to expand and strengthen their strategic relations. The two leaders held talks at the State Guest House. They stressed their shared socialist history. They vowed continued solidarity. Xi Jinping has promised to lower import tariffs and improve access to the Chinese market in remarks meant to portray his country as a champion of globalization as it remains locked in a trade war with the US. Xi made the remarks in the China International Import Expo in Shanghai, claiming that China will capitalize on the important role of Shanghai and surrounding areas later. The leading candidates for the governor of the US state of Georgia are campaigning heavily ahead of what is expected to be a very close election on Tuesday. Polls suggest Kemp and Democrat Stacey Abrams are locked in a tight race that has evolved into a bitter back and forth over voting rights and ballot security. The sons of murdered journalist Jamal Khashoggi have issued a very emotional appeal for the return of their father's body. In their first interview since he was killed in Saudi consulate in Istanbul a month ago, Salah and Abdul Khashoggi have called their father courageous, generous and very brave. They've said they've endured weeks of anguish and uncertainty following his disappearance and death. President Trump and former President Obama are in a full-blown proxy war centered on Tuesday's midterm elections. The president and his predecessor have been rallying supporters in critical states in the final days of the campaign. They've also been offering dramatically different visions of what the US is and what it should be. US President Trump appeared to distance himself from the fate of Republican candidate as he devoted his final 2 days on the midterm elections to help the Senate and governor candidates. Trump and the Republican enthusiasm is higher than he's ever seen, but he seems to dampen expectations for his party in the House. North Korea has threatened to restart the development of its nuclear weapons program unless the United States lifts sanctions, underscoring one of the major potential stumbling blocks in Washington's diplomatic outreach to North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The Trump administration has insisted that sanctions and other pressures remain on North Korea until it dismantles its nuclear program. The caravan of migrants traveling from Central America through Mexico towards the US border has changed course and headed to Mexico City. About 1,000 members of the caravan elected are trying to get to the capital by walking and hitching rides. The migrants hope to regroup in the capital, seeking medical care and rest while they await stragglers. 2 buildings collapsed in the southern city of Marseille, leaving a giant pile of rubble and beams. Authorities have said searches were underway for any victims trapped under the rubble. Marseille Fire Service tweets that the people were treated for light injuries. Indian shuttler SHUBHANKAR has defeated 5th seed Rajiv Ausaf in straight games to win the German Open. It's good news. This is Subhankar's first title of 2018. In March, he finished runner-up in the KUBAN international tournament at the Czech Republic. I beg your pardon. Indian cricket captain Virat Kohli celebrates his 30th birthday today. The cricketer took to Twitter to thank his fans for the wishes on his birthday. He reportedly spending his birthday in Rishikesh with his wife Anushka Sharma. Indian cricketer Gautam Gambhir has slammed the BCCI Cricket Association of Bengal and the Committee of Administration after a former Indian captain Mohammad Azharuddin was allowed to ring the bell at the Eden Gardens. Gambhir called it a gesture towards a tainted cricketer as Azharuddin was banned by the BCCI for being involved in match fixing in 2000. The ban was lifted in 2012. Spanish footballer Martin Montoya has stated that Neymar, who played for Barcelona for 3 seasons, wants to return back to Barcelona. Neymar has left Barcelona last year to join PSG for a record. 20 times Grand Slam winner Roger Federer has slammed Serena Williams for the way she's reacted after losing the US Open finals earlier this year. Federer stated that she went too far with her outburst against the chair umpire. Serena, after the Match called the umpire a thief and a liar. England footballer viewers, let's also now leave you after the end of this bulletin with visuals of Diwali that are coming in from Gurugram. In NCR, we are showing you the traffic visuals. It's an 8th Street lane, and we're also going to be showing you exactly, we are getting you shots from Gurugram where hundreds of cars are stuck in a traffic jam. We're being told this is due to the occasion of Dhanteras. That's all we have time for, but that is a massive traffic jam in Gurugram. We hope not many of you are stuck in that jam.